All right, friends, friends and neighbors, here we are again. Um, I've got the top coat of white. Actually, it's the base coat of the racing white applied to the airplane now. Let me see if. Hold on one second. I think in the last video I noticed there might have been a matter of a lens that wasn't quite clean. I need to start checking that before I turn the thing on, huh? I should probably just wipe it clean every time. I don't know. I don't know who's touching that camera. Anyway, it's just me doing stuff. Right. So I have the base coat of racing white overall. Let's see. As soon as I pick up the camera, I lose the picture. Here we go. Alright, we got the nose masked off, the firewall masked off, just to get the base white on. Anyway, there it is. It went on pretty smoothly. Looks okay. Checks out. Park it this way. It checks out. So what I'm working on now is so when I make the tailplane surfaces, I keep the templates, and the reason I do that, well, especially on this airplane and the Air Express, the same, because they have the red borders painted around their surfaces. The templates that I use to make the surfaces come in handy for making the templates for the red trim, because all you have to do is cut them down. And let's see if I can show you. Alright, so in the case of the vertical fin and rudder, this template here, when I want to make a template for the red trim, I just had to remove some of the tail's template. So originally it was this size, and we cut it down, and now when we make this template, it'll leave just that red reveal, the part of the tail that we want to be red. We'll get this fitted on here at some point, but you get the gist of it. So what we'll do is we'll lay this onto some 1.5" tape on a glass surface, trace the outline of this onto the tape, peel the tape off the glass, stick it on the tail, and we've got our mask. The thing about cutting tape on glass is you go through blades pretty quick. That blade tip gets dull pretty much after 1 or 2 cuts on glass, but that's, you know, small drawback. It's still the best way to cut masks that I can think of. Maybe if you know a better way, let me know. So then the tail template, all we did was cut that in half. So the original tail template, and then cut out the section where its fuselage intersects and angles it there. See that? And once we get that sized right, we'll just take a little bit more off of this edge here to get this dialed into the end of our part so that these all line up over here. It should be flush, not overhanging. I might take 3 more efforts to say this the way I want to say it, but anyway, once we get these profiles to match again, then I can take this, draw that hard line where I want it to be, and cut off the surplus to leave just a template for the red trim. And that'll be the entire tail. That's all I'll need, is these 2 masks, cut all the tape masks, and we'll paint the tail. Now when I'm doing that, I'll have this the whole front end of the airplane bagged up to about this point, and we'll bag it up so that I can just concentrate on getting the tail done all in one shot. Probably 3-4 light coats of red until it's consistent to where I want it. And then when that dries, we'll have to leave that for a day. And then when that dries, we'll bag the tail. We'll just put a bag over the tail and tape it off. And then I can focus on the rest of the airplane. The cowling can be shot separately and in between. So I'll probably shoot the tail, mask and shoot the tail, then mask and shoot the cowling, and then bag the tail, bag the tail, and then mask and shoot the wheel pants, the wheel fairings, the side stripe, and the wing trim. We'll get all of that done. So it'll be a 3 or even 4 step process. I might do the landing gear separately from the rest of the airplane. I don't know. At this point, I'm still working that out. But at any rate, that's our next phase. I shot this paint on here first thing this morning. So by tomorrow, that'll be a 24-hour curing time. That should be plenty to start putting tape on it. The other reason I like breaking the plane down into parts for the masking is that the tape won't have to sit on the airplane that long. In other words, the effort I spend to cut these masks and then masking the tail and the length of time that the tape is on the paint. If I did all of that and then I started masking the side stripes and then I started masking the landing gear and masking the wings and masking the cowling, and by the time I got to paint, the tape on that tail would have been there for most of a day. So I don't like that either. I like to get the tape on and off, even though it's painter's tape, it's frog tape, it's very good, it's low tack and so forth. There is an effect that it could have. It's an adhesive and it's working against the paint, and I don't want to run into any situations because the paint and because the tape was on for too long. So it's just an idea that's stuck in my head. So breaking the airplane down into 3 or 4 steps for masking and painting, to my mind, reduces the amount of time, the total time that the tape is actually on the aircraft. So it's good for me. It's good from that standpoint, right? So our cowling is done. It's got the base coat on it. The airplane's got the base coat on it. This is a glossy paint. The airplane won't be this shiny by the time I'm finished with it and have the semi-gloss clear coat overall over the decals and everything. It won't be quite this shiny, but it I liked it. I liked the look of the Air Express with this coat at this stage, and I like the look of this airplane at this stage. It's a very clean design. They're very 30s style. The shape of them is interesting, and with this glowing white sort of cream white paint on them, they just a little bit striking to my eye, but it's just me. Alright, so this is the stage we're at now. I've got a lot of videos. I'm still trying to pump them into the YouTube channel. It's taking time. Haven't been taking many still pictures for the forums as I usually do. So I'll probably try and post a few forum pictures to Virtual Aerodrome, to the Sim Outhouse forum, where else? To Stick and Tissue, Display Build forum, and Gillo. I think I put them on Gillo. A couple places I put the still shots and talk about the process with the forumites friends. Alright, so this is it. I'm gonna be leaving the masking on the canopy. The canopy has a base coat of black, almost not really pure black, but a pretty dark color, and then I sprayed silver over that, and then the cream white, as you can see, this was then attached to the fuselage and then painted overall with the rest of the fuselage. So the canopy is acting also as a paint mask for the cockpit. It's keeping, not only getting painted, but it's my cover cap to keep paint out of the cockpit. So that worked out. Anyway, we'll get back tomorrow at some point when I'm masking. Probably mask the tail and show some of that process with the camera, and then we'll move on from there. Everybody, thank you for watching. Have a great day.